If you, as a person, feel the need to plan every small instance of your life, if you feel like you need to control every aspect of your life, then there is a high chance that you may very well suffer from anxiety. Well, why is that? It is all based on the need for control. I think what happens with people that have huge amounts of anxiety is that they will try to organize every detail of their life. They make sure that every detail of their day is planned and it goes exactly as planned. And if things don't go as planned, well, that's where the anxiety starts to come in. And it comes in many forms. It comes in irritability, it comes in frustration, it comes in even more controlling behavior. It's a coping mechanism, really. In order to deal with life's uncertainties, people who have anxiety tend to control every aspect of their lives. And although this may not seem bad, it really starts to become an issue when it starts to affect how you live your life. As I briefly mentioned before, this need to be hyper organized with your life comes from the need for control. If you find that you need to control every insignificant aspect of your life, such as when you're going to shower or when you're going to get groceries, then that is a huge problem. Get what I'm saying? And it becomes an even greater issue when your need to organize starts to affect other people as well. If you ever find yourself in a situation where your anxiety results in you needing to control other people or organize every detail of their lives, then that's when you really need to take a step back and think about what you're really doing. There is absolutely no reason for you to control other people's lives because it's their lives. Why should you be doing that? Now, I'm not a psychiatrist by any means, but I do think that there's a reason that we as people may feel the need to be organized, fastidious, and in control of every aspect of our lives. If you ever feel this need of control, of knowing what will happen in every situation you are in, then there is a high chance that this feeling comes from feeling as if you are in control of your own life. If you feel the need to control everything, then wouldn't that be because you feel like you have no control over your life? Now again, I'm not a psychiatrist, but I do think that a lot of it makes sense. If you are watching this and are having a huge realization that this may be you, then don't feel bad because I think there are a lot of people that are like this. I think it is important to know that we as people only have so much control in our lives. Not everything will always be in our control, no matter how much we try it. It just cannot be done. And if you do try to control every aspect of your life, then again, there is a huge chance that you have anxiety. Circling back to what I was saying. Now, let me be clear about something. There are certain things in your life that you have control over, like your mindset or even your physical health. But most things are not within our control. And shit, at times the only real thing that we as people can control is how we react to life. This is a huge reminder for me as well, and the whole reason that I even made this video is because how much of it applies to my own life. This was something that I actually became aware of very, very recently. How I realized it was just in how I was behaving. For most weekdays, I usually have a routine. I shower, I have breakfast, go to work, go to the gym, come back, work on YouTube related things. I usually do some reading and then watch some anime and my day is pretty much over. Again, I try my best to stick to this, but as of lately, I realized just how much I was hyper focused on it. I remember I would be at the gym and if I was ever there for more than an hour, I would get all jittery. I remember I would think, dude, I need to leave. I need to leave right now. If I don't get home by 5:30, I won't be able to get anything done. I'll waste so much time. I won't be able to get anything done. This will be an unproductive day, and so on and so on. This was my thought pattern, and I'm starting to realize just how toxic that is. It wasn't until I took a step back and realized, wait, I really need to chill the hell out, because thinking like that is not healthy at all. If that sounds relatable, then take a deep breath and just have a dialogue with yourself, because then you'll start to realize that this need to be overly organized is just completely unnecessary. Now, this is not to say that you should be disorganized at all. If you watch this video and start living your life like a complete slob, then you completely misinterpreted what I have to say. You shouldn't live your life carefully. You shouldn't live your life carefree, completely drifting with no goals or plans in sight. Instead, the goal should be to find a balance between too much and too little. That is about it for this video. This is a video that I was planning on making for a really long time, but I had a really hard time doing it because of just like how complex it was. It was really hard for me to get this like idea onto a paper, then onto a video, and then recording it. But I'm glad I did it because I think this was something that was really necessary for me to say. Again, back to what I was saying, if you find that you're extremely like organized and fastidious in every like aspect of your life, then there is a huge chance that you may have anxiety. I think this need for control that we have stems from the feeling as if we have no control of our own life. So it's important that we as people should really realize that there are only so many things that we have control over. And at times, the only real thing that we have control over is how we react to our life circumstances. As much as we try, there are so many things that are not within our control, and trying to control everything will just result in tremendous anxiety. I'm not a psychiatrist or a therapist or any mental health professional, but I do think what I'm saying is very relatable, and I think this applies as much to my life as it does to maybe yours. But let me know down in the comments what you thought about my video. Did you like it? Do you have comments, critiques, criticisms, compliments, anything? If you're new here, my name is Ali. Hi, what's going on? This is my channel. In my channel, I talk about a lot of things from emotional wellness to self-improvement to men's fashion. If that sounds interesting to you, be sure to hit that subscribe button. You are clearly interested, actually, if you're watching up until now. So hit that subscribe button. Be sure to follow along, and thanks. Have a nice day. This is me signing off for this one. Peace.